Hold on, you quit uploading beats to YouTube entirely, but
Yeah,
you're still making a living off of beats without YouTube. Because a lot of producers don't believe that's possible. They think YouTube is the only way.
I never made. I think the most I made from YouTube, I think, is $200.
What's going down? I'm here with Friday. When's the last time we spoke? Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, exactly 2 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, wow, exactly. Okay, you have a better
Not
memory than me.
exactly, but approximately. I don't know how to say the word, but close enough.
And you have an entirely different setting. You were the reverb interviewee, and now you're in
Yeah,
an
that
entirely
was.
different house.
Yeah, exactly. That was the first interview was in my parents' garage. That's why there was like a reverb, a natural reverb in my voice. But I've moved out like exactly 3 months after the interview, so there is no reverb at the moment.
A lot has changed in the last 2 years since we last spoke in your life.
Yeah.
The last time I talked to you, you were working a day job, and you said you would not quit your day job to sell beats unless making beats started paying you a lot more.
Exactly. And
So what
that's what
changed?
happened. Exactly what I said. I said before I'm going to quit my job, I need to be like financially stable for at least 2 or 3 or 4 years. So if let's suppose if you picture like like the worst case scenario, I don't make any money, I can survive at least 2 3 years. And that's what I've been planning from day one. And as soon as I hit my like my goal, like financially, I just resigned and never looks back.
So your goal was to save a certain amount of money before you quit your job.
Exactly.
Okay. And has your income from making beats and selling beats increased?
From the after the interview,
Yeah.
as like any business, it's fluctuates. It has its ups and downs. But I'm not complaining, to be honest. It was way higher than my income in my day job. So, like I said, I'm not complaining. I'm very blessed to choose. Like I consider it every day. I'm very happy. I'm very blessed to choose this field because I'm getting paid for doing what I like. So, so yeah, it has its ups and downs. You can make a big amount of money this month, and the next month it can be like 50% of it, and so on.
Yeah, I think lately, especially since the quarantines ended, the
Yeah,
economy has been pretty
I
weird.
remember the time. I remember, to be honest, there is a funny story about the quarantine because, like, in the quarantine, I was like, people are laid off, they don't have money, they don't have anything to spend on, so I'm going to chill. I'm not going to say any beats, I'm just going to make them and just because I love making beats. It's not about I didn't start it for the money, I started for just the love of of making beats. So that was my initial idea. I was like I'm just going to make beats and just store them in my computer. But I just after like 2 or 3 weeks I just had an idea of like let me just try and try to network with people and to see the outcome. If it worked, then they're perfect. If it's not, it was worth it because like I tried. And the funny thing is that's like the first week I made like 1,500 I think dollars, and I was like, what the? It's like when you find like a gold mine. It's like I think I found the thing I'm going to do for the rest of my life, and that's what I did from that moment on.
Yeah.
Because let's suppose if I didn't make that move, I don't think I would be in this position right now.
Yeah, and I see a lot of producers who just never try. They think about trying, but then they consider all of the bad things that could happen. and then they're so afraid of the bad they can't embrace the good possibilities and end up
Yeah,
just never releasing beats, never being consistent enough,
it's hard
never
work.
taking any
It's
risks.
like exactly. I'm sorry for interruption.
No, no problem. Ironically, so what you were saying, I think the opposite was true about the pandemic. That beat sales were a lot more consistent during the quarantine, and
Exactly.
recently they've been fluctuating a lot. I mean, they're not dead, but there have been a lot of ups and downs. And something that I noticed was PayPal was acting up. I know you use PayPal. Have you experienced any problems with them?
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, it was like when I first started, it was like I didn't like if I don't know if it is the word, but take the money from PayPal. I just kept them. But lately they keep like saying to me like there is a certain amount you can't surpass. I'm going to let you have 5k, and the rest 5k I'm going to keep them locked until I don't know how to explain it, but they hold it. They hold it until a certain amount. When you click on the balance, they see like this payment you're going to receive. You received it like 2 weeks ago, but they say you receive this amount. Let's say to 12 Tuesday, you're going to receive it after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and
That's
that's
ridiculous.
that's the main thing that's been happening to me in my PayPal account.
So you haven't had any trouble with PayPal refunding customers automatically or anything like that?
No, never, never. To be honest,
Oh,
PayPal,
look at you. I've had that problem.
yeah, I heard a lot of people complaining about PayPal, but to be honest, I'm not trying to catch the wave or say the same thing. But I've never had a problem with PayPal. If the artist buys the beat, they I get the money, they get the beat, and that's it. I never had like I think I had like one or two refunds, but it was just a misunderstanding because I placed a beat instead of another beat. When you upload a beat, I forgot to place to upload the exact beat, so it was
Okay.
just a misunderstanding. And beside that, I never like to be honest, I never had any problem with PayPal.
What is your YouTube looking like? Are you uploading regularly to YouTube? Is that
No,
okay? Not
no.
great.
No, I quit like 1 year ago. I recently
Oh,
created a
you
channel.
quit uploading. Hold on. You quit uploading beats to YouTube entirely?
Yeah, it's like 1 year and a half. But I recently created a YouTube channel, but me and YouTube is it's not good. It's not looking good. We don't have a good relationship.
But you're still
Yeah,
making a living off of beats without YouTube. Because a lot of producers don't believe that's possible. They think YouTube is the only way.
I never made. I think the most I made from YouTube, I think, is $200 because I had a beat that blew up. It had like 200k views. But beside that beat, all my beats don't surpass 2k views. It's like the average. It's 100 views, 200 views. So I never made any real money using YouTube.
Okay, that's interesting. Where would you say the majority of your sales come from? Would you say it's email marketing?
Yeah, email and SMS. Right now, it's like 60%, 40%.
What platform do you use for SMS marketing?
SMS, I use this platform called Loop Message.
And
So it's
what is your strategy? So SMS marketing, for people who don't know, is text marketing. It's like email marketing, but in a text message. How do you collect phone numbers from customers
it's
or
that's the
potential
thing.
customers?
That's the thing because when you have an email list, you can when you build a relationship with them, you can just send them mass email telling them like, can you please send me your phone number if that's okay with you, so I can send you beats there, because sometimes the email sends my beats to your spam folder. And that's why I think it would be better to send me your phone number if that's okay with you. That's the most important thing, to have their permission and to send them the beats, because I think it's the open rate in SMS marketing is way higher than email marketing. It's like way higher, because I get like
Yeah, when you compare your open rates from SMS to email, what do you see? What's the difference?
big difference, because SMS marketing, we all have phones, we all open, as soon as we get a notification we can see it. There is no such thing as spam folder in SMS or iMessage, because I don't use SMS to be clear. I use iMessage, because most the artists I work with are from the US, and most US citizens use iPhone. So it will be much cheaper for me to use iMessage. It's free, and they get it like SMS. And yeah, like
Wait,
I
it's
said,
free.
it's free to send iMessage, but the subscription to Loop Message is not free.
Okay, how much does it cost for
It
loop messages?
costs. I just did it the other day. It cost me like $7 per week, and you can send like, because I have close to 2,500 numbers. But the thing is, I noticed recently that if you send like a mass SMS marketing, they will shut your iCloud down, because they will detect that it's like it's spamming. You are spamming people. Because the thing is, let's suppose I have this Excel sheet and I put their number here, and beside it their name. So I put in brackets first name, hey first name, and then I put the message. When you send 2,000 SMS marketing, immediately the Apple detects that it is mass, like you send to a lot of people, so they shut you down. So I try to send 300 per day, and the same thing for emailing. Email also, you have to warm up the email, because the email has a score of like, if you send links, if you use like big I don't know how to say the big letters, the I don't know how to say, small letters and
Yeah,
big letters.
different fonts and images
Not the
and
font. It's like when you send a message in big small letters. What do you call that?
capital letters.
Exactly. When you send in capital letters, that's a no-no for the
Mm.
email, and that's how you worsen your email score. So like SMS, it's like similar to email. You have to warm up the email, so you can so your email go to your inbox, to the inbox, not the spam folder.
So you're not using a MailChimp for your email marketing.
I
You're just
hate
copying and
MailChimp, to be
pasting.
honest. No, to
I
completely
like
honest.
MailChimp personally, but how are you doing it? You just have a spreadsheet full of emails, and then you copy the emails and just paste them into what, Google, Gmail? What is it?
GMS. But to be honest, I have a friend of mine who is Moroccan also, who found me, by the way, from the interview that I did with you like 2 years ago. He told me like he suggested to me some tools to help me, because I have a lot more email lists. So he said to me like, you can create a workspace, and that's what I did. Workspace allows you to send to 2,000 emails per day, but you have to warm up the email. You have to send 40 emails per day. The first week, the second week 80, and so on. So
You
that's what
you
I did.
create it's a Google workspace?
Exactly, Google Workspace. You have the
Okay. That sounds like a lot of work, but you end up saving hundreds and thousands of dollars.
exactly, because 2,000 email, you can reach 2,000 people in one click, and that's how I see it, to be honest. And it doesn't cost too much, to be honest. You only have to have like a pro page in BeatStars, and you have to have your own domain and to have a subscription with the workspace. It's like $6 per month, and Gmail subscription. So in total, it will cost you like it's $40 per month, and the domain will cost you like $60 per year. So it's I think it's $60. I don't remember like the price or the cost for the domain, but it's not that if you
It
compare
could even be
the
less. I think I pay less for my domain.
yeah, it's $6 is illogical. I think I don't remember to be. I use day not. No, it's $10.
Oh,
10.19.
$10. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
ten
that's a
dollars.
big difference. What do your emails look like? What are you sending people so that they respond and engage and make purchases of beats?
To be honest, I try to send like different emails. I don't want to like to send one email and stick with it. I try to try new things. Some of the things I just send emails like. I can make you a custom beat because sometimes when you work with the artist, you know like their type of beats, but sometimes they change their orientation. So you have to ask them sometimes like, if you want, I can make you a custom beat. What kind of beats you are into right now, and that's what I've been doing lately. But I'm not having a good result to be honest. But par contre. But when I send beats as in MP3 or MCAT A, I get a higher open rate.
Okay, so you're sending, are these free beats or are these just snippets of beats?
No,
How do
I
you
don't
work
send
that out?
snippets to be honest, because like when I told like because I have some clients that asks me like, do you still send snippets or do you still send like 4 beats in MP3? I tell them like no, I don't send in snippets because the thing is when you have an email list, you I don't know how to explain it, but you have the feedback. If someone doesn't like it, they tell you. And I had many responses from people saying that I like the beats, but it's just a snippet. I went to the studio many times, and when I tried to record on it, I just found it was a snippet, and it just threw the artist off. So the thing is, I try right now is to convert the MP3 to M4A. That's the name file, and that allows it compresses the MP3, but the beat doesn't lose quality, and you can send like 5 to 6 beats I think. So it's perfect. MP3 allows only like 4 beats max.
There are
What
more
do you think
producers
about
now than
this?
ever claiming that beat selling is dead, that rap is dead, and you make rap beats, and you're obviously making a living doing this. So am I. But why do you think there's so much resistance today?
To be honest, because I think they tried it and they didn't get any results, and that's why they said it's dead. It's dead for them. It's not dead for other people, and that's my opinion. Because if I try something and didn't work out, I would assume that it didn't work out for everybody, and it's just something that you will say to yourself to make yourself comfortable. Like it happens to everybody. It's not just me, and that's why people say it. But the thing is that people don't know about being a music producer is you have to it's not easy work to be honest. It's a hard work, and the rejection, it's not like I just send email mass campaign and I just get sales. No, you have to reach up, you have to follow up, you have to offer free services, you have to do a lot of things to gain not to gain the trust of the clients, and to make them buy your beats. It's not easy job to be honest. And you have to be very consistent and very confident in your abilities to sell beats, and also confident in your beats also. So that's the thing with the selling beats. It's hard. It's not easy as people would say.
Now that you've been doing this full time for a couple years, what is the most unexpected method of marketing that has been effective for you?
To be honest, email marketing. I couldn't stress it enough. It's like I never in my mind, in 1,000 years, I would picture myself making more beats, making more sales in email marketing than on Instagram. So that's the most. It's like I just had an idea because, like I said in the last interview, I said I always try to keep up with the industry and try to learn new things each day, and that's what hit me like 2 years or 3 years ago. I said like I need to collect their data, and that's what I did, and it's paid out big, to be honest.
So, last question, but it's a big question. You quit selling beats for a while?
Yeah. After I moved out and I quit my job, to be honest, I became a bit bored of it. It's like the same thing. You do the same thing each day, and yeah, I decided. I had a friend of mine that suggested to me to do e-commerce, and I was like, okay, I can. The thing is, it's not I quit like 100%. I still did like the email. I still send email, but I don't practice it like religiously, like follow up. And I just send emails and respond whenever I'm free. And yeah, and went on with my friend and did our e-commerce like shop and everything. But it was after like 8 months or 9 months, because the thing is, I'm not trying to do two things simultaneously. I need to focus on one thing until I not to say master it, but know the basics of it, so I can return doing my thing. And that's what I did. For me, I don't think I can't do two things at the same time, and that's what I did. And as soon as I learned the basics of e-commerce and the shop, and let my friend to handle all the things, I came back to the beat selling.
But you're still making money off of the e-commerce. You're just not 100% involved.
Yeah, it's both, but it's more because we spend a lot on the ads and the inventory. It's like a lot of things, but it's like the beat selling business. It's fluctuates. It has its ups and downs, and that's what it's like to be an entrepreneur. It has its ups and downs that you have to deal with it.
Well, I was going to say, can you give some advice to producers who are just starting out? But that sounds like the best advice, right? Just deal with the ups and downs and expect them to come.
Yeah. For me, the most important thing to deal with the rejection. For me, it was hard because I was the type of person who like very competitive. Because if I try to sell you something, you have to buy it, and when I deal with that rejection, it threw me off a bit. But that was the most hardest thing for me to confront. And just I need just to remind myself, it's just you need to be consistent. You need to learn how to. That's why I always tell people to selling the beats is the most important thing, because when you have, let's suppose you have the best beats but no one heard it, you're not going to make any sales. So that's what I tell people all the time: learn how to learn how to sell beats, learn about psychology. I think it's called. And yeah, you need to learn how to sell to people. You need to just to learn how to convince people to buy your beats, and that's the most important thing.
So how do people follow you? I know you have courses and information about selling beats, and I know you post motivational content. What's the best way for
Sometimes,
people
yeah,
to follow
you
you?
can find me on Twitter. I think it's called Friday Beats with Z in the end.
Friday Beats with a Z, Beatz.
Exactly.
And then you have your link to your BeatStars, and there are beats there, but I think there's also content for producers as well.
Exactly, exactly. And I also do consultation if anyone interested. You can reach my Twitter and you can ask anything.
Great, man. Well, thank you so much. I know the time difference is a little drastic, and so thanks
Yeah,
for doing this interview late at night.
no problem, no problem. My pleasure, my pleasure.